I like this problem. You're going to be good at this. You're going to like this stuff here. There's all my work and all my answers there. But the first one is just talking about the area of that shaded region. That's just the integral of top minus the bottom. And then they told us, it was given to us that the integral between 0 and 3 of the f of x was equal to 10. So we knew that right away. Then we had to integrate this one on our own. This is a no calculator problem there. So the u is the bottom, the du is equal to 1. So there's nothing to balance. Pull the 12 out. When you integrate 1 over 3 plus x, you get the ln of that. Plug in top minus bottom right there. Be careful with your arithmetic. And that's what you get for your answer there. So that's your exact area. That's part A is done. And then part B says evaluate the improper integral or show that the integral diverges. Remember, you're going to do your integral. If you get an answer, then that's your answer. It converges. And if you get infinity for your answer, that's going to be diverge there. So you need to show the correct limit notation. All right. That is on the AP rubric. You got to have that, like I stressed in the notes when we first learned this stuff. So remove the infinity. The infinity is what makes that an improper integral. Remove that, replace it with a b. Do the limits that b approaches that infinity that you just removed there. So you do have an integral here. Let the u be the inside of the parentheses. The du is equal to 1. That's not an ln. That's 1 over u squared, which is u to the negative 2. So integrate that. You get u to negative 1 over negative 1, which is negative 1 over u. Especially on these improper integral problems, I always get rid of the negative exponent first. So I make it like that. And then we can plug those x's back in. So get rid of those negative exponents, drop that down to the bottom. And then you could plug in that 0 in the b. So plug in top minus the bottom. So you get this. And then that limit as b approaches infinity is there. And now you can plug in the infinity for the b. So it's going to be a number over infinity, which is 0. And then you're plugging in and that was the only b. So you plugged in infinity right there. And here you plugged in that 0 right there. So it just became 144 over 3, which is actually equal to 48. But they also have to give you credit for it if you just left it as 144 over 3 there. So just be careful with that notation. That's on the rubric, just like we did in the notes earlier when we learned that stuff there. All right, last one gives you this h of x function, and then it says find the value of the integral of h of x. So all I did, I'm supposed to integrate h of x. This is what h of x is equal to. So I took that and I plugged that into there. Now that's like a normal thing times a weirder thing. This is our BC test. We can expect integration by parts on the BC test there. So you see a normal thing times a weirder thing. Let your u be that x part. The dv is that f prime of x. You can take the derivative of that, take the integral of that. When you integrate f prime, you get f of x. And then you can use your integration by parts formula. So go u times v, write that down, minus the integral of v du, write that down. And then sometimes I do it all in one. Sometimes you're allowed to break it up and do two separate ones right there. So it's good for us to see that, but you're integrating from 0 to 3. So you could do 0 to 3 for this portion of it. You could do 0 to 3 for this portion of it. The reason I broke it up is because this portion of it, they already gave us that was equal to 10. So we're meaning just kind of keep that stuff separate right there. And then here, when you plug in 3, you get 3 times f of 3 minus 0 times f of 0. F of 3, they told us that was equal to 2. So I got 3 times 2 to get a 6 right there. And then here you're going to have 0 times f of 0. F of 0 is going to be a number, like a finite number. So 0 times that is going to be 0, though. So you just get this 6 minus 10, which is negative 4 there. So just really good problem for us. Be careful with that notation. Practice your integrals. Do everything without the calculator. Rosemary Parmesan.